Hello friends, good morning and welcome to this webinar on cloud computing. So I'm Shakeel here. I'll be taking you through this webinar. Let us try to understand what is cloud computing today and what is the need or what is the requirement of using this cloud computing concept, why it is so much in demand, why it is so much famous all over the globe, why companies are has already started actually adapting the cloud computing concepts. So these are the basic things we need to cover today. Anyway, we need to understand what is cloud computing in general. Okay. Now, before we start the session, let me just tell you one thing. There is a chat box here. I'll be just sending a hello message in the chat box. I hope you can see this message. I just said hello. So try to use this chat box and try to keep this session as interactive as possible. That means whenever you have any doubts and whenever you have to say something, please send me a message in this chat box so that we can keep our session more, interactive, and it will be more easier for every other person to understand this concept. Instead of everyone talking here, allow me just to talk here, allow me just to speak here, and all the other people, please use the chat box to send your queries or ask your questions. Okay. Now, what is cloud computing? It's a very, very, common question we keep on hearing for last couple of years, maybe or more than a couple of years, because especially last 4 or 5 years, this cloud computing has become a huge thing. Every other company started adapting this cloud computing concept. But, before we understand what is cloud computing, we need to go back to some history and we need to see some basic things. Cloud computing is all about computer networks, actually. Cloud computing is all about computer networks. So when I say computer network, what exactly I mean? So let me just take you through a computer network and let us see how a computer network looks. Now see, friend, this is a computer network. You go to any XYZ company, anywhere on the face of the earth, a computer network will look like this. In a computer network, you will have some computers for sure. Like you can see, there are some desktop machines here and there is a laptop. We can see some switches, we can see routers, we can see firewall. And one of the most important device we have in a computer network is a server. So this is typically a very simple computer network. The number of devices in a computer network can be like, any number. Like here we can see only one server. But I can guarantee you, there will not be any company where one server is sufficient. We need many servers. You can see only one switch here. One switch will not be sufficient in majority of companies. We need many switches. And the computers will be like in hundreds and maybe in thousands also. 30,000, 20,000 devices can be there. Whatever number we may have in a computer network, it can be a small computer network or it can be the big computer network. But a small or a medium or a big computer network will look exactly like this. Okay. Now, out of all these devices, like I said, one of the most important device we have in a computer network is a server. So let us try to understand server in more details. Like I said, if you know the concept of server, if you understand the concept of server, it will be very easy for you to understand the concept of computer networks. It will be very easy for you to understand the internet, how it is working, and it will be very easy for us to understand the concept of cloud computing. So server is a major part we need to discuss today. Okay. So what is a server? Now, there is a small definition I have written here. Server is a computer hardware as well as a software. So whenever I say server, server can be a hardware machine or server can be a software machine. So what is the use of a server? So server is a computer hardware or a software that provides services to the users over a network. Now, who is that user or who is that client? I am the user. You are the user. See, right now we are connected to this online session using which app? Right now we are using Zoom, right? Zoom meeting app. That means we all are connected to the Zoom server. Whenever I access something on internet, like suppose I am accessing YouTube, that means I am connected to YouTube server. Suppose I am checking my mails, I am connected to Gmail server. You're checking your email, You're connected to maybe like Yahoo Mail server. You're sending a message to some other person using a WhatsApp. That means you're connected to WhatsApp server. That means whatever we do over the internet, we are connected to one server. If you're booking something on Ola or Uber, if you're booking a cab, you're connected to Ola or Uber. If you're ordering some food, that means you're connected to Zomato or Swiggy server. So literally we are connected to server every time when we access the internet. Okay. Now, how that server looks, how that server is working. Like I said, your server is a hardware as well as server is a operating system. So when I say server hardware is similar to your computer hardware. You might be using a laptop there, or you might be using a desktop there, or there is a laptop in your home, maybe in your office, maybe in your college, anywhere. So if you know what is a laptop and a desktop, if you know how they look, especially the desktop machine, server, more or less, it is something like your laptop or a desktop. Same components will be there. There is something called motherboard. There is a CPU like i3, i5, i7. There is a RAM like 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB. There is a hard disk, like, we have some capacity like 500 GB, 1 TB or 2 TB. There is a power supply there where we can connect our power so that the machine will work. This is what we have in a computer or a laptop, right? Now the same components will be there in a server machine. Got it? So what are the similarities between a computer and a server? The similarities are the components are completely same. What are the similarities, friends? The components are completely same. But what is the difference here? The component size or the component speed or the component's capacity will be different. For example, in your laptop or a desktop, how much GB hard disk you may have? Maybe 500 GB or 1 TB or 2 TB. That is like, majority of laptops and desktops, they will support around 2 TB. But when you go to a server, in a server, we can attach 2000 GB or 2000 TB in a way. Got it? We can attach around 2000 TB in a server. How many processors will be there in our desktop and laptop? Only one processor, right? It can be i3, it can be i5, it can be i7, but physically it is only one processor. But coming to server, my friend, in a server, there will be multiple processors. There can be multiple processors. See here, this is the best example. These are two motherboards I have taken. The left side of your screen is a motherboard of a desktop machine, and the right side of your screen is a motherboard from a server machine. What difference you can see between this desktop motherboard and the server motherboard? Desktop motherboard has only one CPU option. Whether it is i3, i5, i7, it doesn't matter. There is only one CPU. But see, coming to server, how many CPUs we have? One CPU, two CPU, three CPU, totally four CPUs. 4 CPUs means the server speed is much more faster compared to desktop. That is one thing. And what about pricing? What about cost? It will be much more higher, right? So that is a server hardware machine. I hope the concept is clear. Server hardware is a machine that is similar to your desktop, but it has more hardware capabilities. Now, do we need that many hardware capabilities or that much hardware capabilities? Answer is yes. See, right now we are around 10, 12 people connected to this session here. Okay. But all over the globe, just imagine how many people are using Zoom as of now to attend their classes or attend their meetings and all those things. We are not the only 10 people, 12 people here, right? There are lakhs of people who are connected to Zoom. So what should be the speed in that Zoom server? What should be the capacity in that Zoom server? It should be like much more higher. Okay, so servers hardware will be on higher side compared to a laptop or a desktop. Laptop and desktop is designed for a single person, single use. Okay, so this is a server machine. Got it? Now, the other side of a machine is your operating system. Whether you go with a laptop or a desktop or a server machine, without operating system, we cannot use this machine. Like you're using a laptop there, or maybe a desktop there, or maybe even your mobile phone. What is the OS you're using in your laptop or a desktop? It can be Windows 8 or Windows 10, or the latest one is Windows 11. Which OS is available in your laptop? It can be Android, or if you're using any Apple device, it can be like your iOS. So there is a separate operating system designed for your mobile phone, and there is a separate operating system designed for your laptops and desktops. Normally we call this operating system as your client operating system, like Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. But coming to server, there is a separate operating system designed in a server that is called server operating system. Let me just take you through my operating system. This is your Windows 10. If I say WinVer here, can you see it is your Windows 10 operating system? So I'm using Windows 10 operating system. That is more than enough for me. This is the operating system designed to run on a desktop machine or a laptop machine. But like I said, my friend, in a server, there is a separate operating system design that is called server operating system. Okay. And there are two major components that will provide you the server operating system. One is called Microsoft. You know this Microsoft 11. It is called Microsoft Windows Server OS. There are some versions here like 2022 version, 2019 version, 2016 version, 2012 version, and there are some other versions which are outdated. And the other company that provides the server operating system is Unix or Linux. So no need to worry what is the difference between Unix and Linux. As of now, we will see this in more details, but Unix and Linux is the operating system. Like, Red Hat, Linux is there. Okay. Ubuntu, very famous. Okay. Amazon Linux, Kali Linux, etc. There are different versions here also. So Windows server operating system and Linux server operating system. These are the two major server operating system. Exactly. CentOS is also there. So there are many versions. So you will see many things in coming classes. But as of now, I'm just writing the basic or the most famous operating systems. So these are the operating systems that are designed to run on a server machine. Got it? So Windows has client operating system as well as server operating system. Linux also have some client operating system and server operating system. I hope the concept is clear here. So let me just go with a diagram. Things will look more easier for you to understand. Again, friends, the chat box is always open. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can simply send your questions and doubts in the chat box. Fine. So this is the architect of a machine, that is a laptop or a desktop. The first thing we have in this is obviously the hardware part. We have seen hardware, motherboard, processor, RAM, hard disk, whatever is there that comes under hardware. But again, we know very well a hardware is just a dummy machine without any operating system. So every hardware you need an operating system. In our example, if this is a laptop or a desktop, then we will go with Windows 8 or Windows 10, or the latest one is Windows 11. We'll go with any one of these operating system. Got it? Now, on top of this operating system, what we do, we are running some applications. Like, what are the applications you can say? Right now, we are connected to this class using Zoom. So there is a Zoom application. You can see MS Paint here, Paintbrush, that is a application. You can see I'm using some PowerPoint here. That is your Microsoft PowerPoint, that is the application. Okay, I can see, you can see Notepad here, that is the application. So there is a browser here, that is the application. So each and every application will run on this particular operating system. So these are the layers actually. In the end, this is your user. We are sitting here. So what we do here, friends, we are connected to some application actually. We are connected to Zoom application. We are connected to any browser. We are connected to MS Office. We are connected to antivirus. So there are many applications we are connected to it. So these applications are running on operating system, and this operating system is running on hardware. This is the way a computer is designed. Got it? Now, this is your laptop or a desktop. Now let us see a server architecture, how it looks. First of all, like your desktop or a laptop machine, server also has a hardware. We have just done some comparison between server hardware and a laptop hardware. And we know this very well. The server hardware is much more at the higher side in the sense, more faster and more components will be there. Same component, CPU, RAM, but in a laptop, it can be 16 GB or 32 GB RAM. But in a server, it can be some hundreds and thousands of GB of RAM. But anyhow, the hardware will be there. Then the operating system. OS can be Windows OS, Unix OS, or there is one more thing called Mac. That is also there. Okay, so we have this operating system. And on top of this operating system, what we are running here, friends, we are running our applications. What applications we are running? Like, for example, web sites, gaming applications, okay, banking applications, etc. There are many applications we have. So these are the things we are running on our server machine. Got it, friends? So there can be a website, there can be a gaming application, there can be a banking application, there can be an email server running there, there can be a file server running there, there can be a database server running. Remember, I told you, whenever you connect to the internet, you're connected to some server, and that server is running that particular application. Whichever application, you're transferring some money, Phone Pay, Google Pay, that means you're connected to Phone Pay or Google Pay app. But where is that Phone Pay or Google Pay app running? It is running on an operating system. On which operating system it is running? It is running on a server operating system. And where is that server operating system running? It is running on a hardware. This is the whole scenario, friends. So every application is running on a operating system. That is a server. And in majority of cases, it will be Windows server or Unix server or Linux, whatever you say. And then it is running on a hardware. So we know from where we are getting operating system. One is from Microsoft, another one is from Unix or Linux, and another one is from Mac, that is your Apple. But what about server hardware? Server hardware we can take from companies like IBM, HP, Dell, Toshiba, Lenovo. So these are the same companies that are offering you the laptops. These are the same companies that will offer you the servers. Got it, friends? So if you connect to www.sbi.com, State Bank of India, that is a website to which you are connected. So where is that website running? It is running on an operating system, and that operating system is running on a hardware. Suppose you are connected to WhatsApp, you are sending a message. Where is that WhatsApp running? It is running on an operating system. That is an app that is running on an operating system, and that operating system is running on a hardware. So literally, this is the whole concept of internet. This is the whole concept of computer network. Server is the most important part of a computer network. Server is hardware that has an operating system, and on top of that operating system, the applications are running. Gaming applications, websites, banking applications, emails, file servers, database servers, whatever you name, everything is running on this particular application. Everything is running on this particular server. I hope things are looking easier for you. Things are looking clear for you. So if there is any doubt, chat box is always open. Okay. Anyhow. So what is the problem here? This is actually a very old way of running a server. This is a very old traditional way that we are using from many decades. But there are many problems we have. First is, one server is not at all sufficient to run any business. We need many servers. That is a fun thing. Second thing here is, if you take many servers, you have to take many operating systems. That means you have to pay money for many hardware machines, as well as you have to pay money for many operating systems. License will be there for operating systems, so we have to purchase a license. So the major problem that we have here is the overall cost of this network. We have to spend huge money, or the company have to spend huge money. They have to spend money on server hardware. Okay, let me just take you to some server hardware models here. Let us say HP server. HP is a very famous company. We know this very well. HP, IBM, Dell. Can you see there is a Dell server here? I'll just take you to this Dell server. This is your server. It is looking like your desktop machine. Physically, it may look like your desktop machine, but internally there are many differences, the capacity wise, and say starting at how much is this, friend? 4 lakh Indian rupees. That is some money, right? That means a company have to spend 4 lakh Indian rupees for a single server machine. And when you go through this configuration, you can see there are many things we have to see here. These things we'll see hopefully in coming classes, but as of now, say processor, you can select a processor here which have like 18 MB cache here. Okay, if I go with the second processor, the pricing will increase, the cost will increase. Okay, so this is one server which will cost you around 4 lakh Indian rupees. Okay, the server can come in 1 lakh Indian rupees also, or the server can come in 4 lakh rupees, or it may go up to like 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh. It depends on the server configuration. Like a mobile phone, you can take a smartphone in 10,000 rupees, or you can go up to like 70,000 rupees. What is the difference between a 10,000 mobile phone and a 70,000 mobile phone? One is the hardware, the camera megapixels, the internal memory, the RAM, the processor, that is the hardware. And the other one is the features. So if you need a 70,000 mobile phone, then you have to go with 70,000 mobile phone, right? But if you need a mobile phone for a general purpose, for making calls and maybe like, WhatsApp and all those things, then you can go with like 10,000, 15,000 mobile phone. It depends on the usage. So see, this server will cost you this much money. This server will cost you this much money. 4 lakh Indian rupees is obviously some money. And remember what I told you, friends? One server, is it sufficient to run a business? Of course, no. One server is not at all sufficient. Maybe you need 20 servers. Maybe you need 120 servers, or maybe you need 720 servers in a company. Depends on the size of the company, depends on the business of that particular company. But the bottom line here is we need many servers. Now, suppose imagine you need totally 50 servers. Let us do small calculation here. Let's go with 100 server mark. It will be easy for you to understand. So server hardware, 4 lakh Indian rupees will be how much in dollars? Okay, let me go with approximately 500 or $5,000. $5,000 will be how much? Approximately 4 lakh Indian rupees. Okay, so on every server you are spending $5,000. So how many servers you need? You need 100 servers now. Let us calculate now. This concept, you should be very clear to understand the concept of cloud computing. So please have some patience. Within like 5-10 minutes, we will go to the cloud computing concepts. Okay, so 5,000 multiplied by 100. So this is some money, 500,000. That is 5 lakh, not rupees. This is dollars. That is some money, right? Let us see how much money it is. Multiply by how much is the price here? 75, right? See here, friends, a company is spending around 4 crore Indian rupees just to buy 100 physical servers. Or maybe they need to spend a bit more money because some servers they need with high configuration, or maybe a bit less money. But overall, this much money a company have to spend on server hardware. But again, like I said, your server hardware is nothing without your server operating system. Server operating system, is it free? See, whenever you say the terminology software, nothing is free actually. Maybe there is something that is free for some time, maybe for like 1 month or 3 months or 6 months. It is free only for some time, but nothing is free forever. We have to pay money. Either it is Microsoft Windows servers or it is Linux servers. We have to pay money at some point. We have to. Okay, so let us imagine you need 100 server OS, and each server OS will cost you, let us say, $1,000. So how much money you're spending here now? $100,000 you are spending easily. So see here, friends, you already spent $600,000. That is $6 lakh. That is again huge money. That much money company has already spent just to buy this server operating system, just to buy this server hardware and this server operating system. Then they have to pay money for the applications. If they are going with like Oracle applications, SAP applications, or if they are going with any XYZ applications, again, they have to take applications and they have to pay the licensing for the application. See, It is becoming huge now. Not only this, when you take a server, just taking a server is not sufficient, my friend. To run a server, we need a huge infrastructure. We need many switches here. We need many routers here. We need firewalls here. We need all these cable connections. We need a huge infrastructure. And what else we need? Let me just show you. These are the devices actually. One is a router. Right now, no need to worry which one is router, which one is switch, and which one is which device. We will see all these things in detail in coming classes. But this is a router here. Okay. This is actually a firewall. This is a switch. Okay. This is something called storage where we keep all the data. And this is your rack where all the devices will be connected. So beside your servers, we need this many more devices. Switches can be like 3 switches or 30 switches or even 300 switches. It depends on the size of the network. So we need all this infrastructure in our company. Then our computer network is ready. So we have already spent this much money. How much money we have spent there? We have spent like, around $600,000. Yeah, $600,000 we have already spent. And again, we have to spend more money on these routers, switches, servers, firewalls, and all those things. So this will increase. The cost of your network will simply increase. Okay, let me just show you a server room, how it looks actually. Okay, this is a server room, my friend. See here, remember I told you there is something called rack. This is a rack. This is one rack. So like this, how many racks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess there is one more rack here, 6. And by the way, this is not a very big network. This is like medium-sized network. But how many racks are there totally? There are totally 6 racks here. In every rack, there are some devices connected. See, there are devices here, servers, routers, switches, firewalls, whatever. All these devices are connected here. So first of all, we have to take all these devices, servers, routers, switches. We have to purchase them from different companies. We have to bring the racks here. We have to connect the whole network there. Okay, we have to make them on. We have to make communication between all these devices. We have to make physical connections. We have to install the operating system. We have to, configure some applications. Then your computer network is ready. Then the users can connect to the computer network, and the computer network, there are some servers we can run over the internet. So say this is such a huge task. But this is what we are doing for many decades. This is the way the computer networks are designed. This is the way the computer networks are built. This is what we have over the internet for many, many decades. So we have many problems here, right? We have many issues here. Bringing the devices is not so easy. Installing of operating system, we have to bring OS from different companies, connecting them, managing them, maintaining them. Electricity things will be there. AC we have to maintain, upgrading, repairing. There are like many issues we have in this computer network. Now let us see this solution. What is the solution for this major issue? The solution for this major issue is cloud computing. The solution here is cloud computing. So what is cloud computing here? A company like Amazon or a company like Microsoft, a company like IBM, this companies very well, right? Means at least the names. A company like Citrix, a company like, so these companies, what they do? They are saying, Amazon company is saying, listen, you need a computer network to run your business. You need routers, servers, operating system, applications. You need a data center. In the data center, you need to maintain each and everything, right? So listen, do one thing. No need to maintain a data center in your location. I repeat, Amazon people are saying, Amazon people will come to us. And let's say they are coming to us and they are saying, no need to maintain huge data centers at your locations. No need to maintain servers. No need to maintain racks. No need to bring server operating systems and all those things. So what you can do, where you can run your business, let me just show you. So Amazon people will say, we have huge data center. Can you see the data center here, friends? Just now I showed you the data center which is there within your company, and the size of the data center you can see There were only 4 racks, but see how many racks are here now? This is one rack. This is one rack. This is one rack. This is one rack. So like this, we have like many more racks here. So Amazon people are saying, listen, there is no need for you to maintain all the data centers in your location. There is no need for you to install and run these servers at your location. We have huge data center. This is one of the data center Amazon people have. And this is only one lane. This is not the whole data center. The size of the data center will look something like this from outside. And you know, these boxes are something like your football ground or a cricket ground. These are not small boxes, my friend. These are like huge. This can be one football ground. That can be one football ground. So inside this building, whatever you see here, inside this building, we have these data centers. So Amazon people are saying, listen, we have huge data centers. So instead of installing, managing, maintaining the data center at your location, instead of managing, maintaining, installing servers and routers, all these devices at your data center, come to us. We have the data center. We will manage your servers. We will manage your routers. We will manage your firewalls. We'll manage the whole infrastructure for you. You just use our infrastructure and run services on our infrastructure. Run your applications on your infrastructure. No need to worry about the physical data center. No need to worry about the maintenance and all those things. Just run the applications on our data center. We are maintaining the data centers. You run your servers, like suppose a web server, and how much you run, how much you use, that much you have to pay. This is the whole concept of cloud computing, my friend. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is an on-demand delivery of IT resources. That is what Amazon says here. See, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. With pay-as-you-go pricing. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access everything from other provider. Amazon is the IT provider. Amazon is a cloud provider. So Amazon people are saying, we have huge data center. Come to us, use, and how much you use, that much you have to pay. That means on day one, you're not spending this much money. You know, $600,000 is some money, right? $6 lakh is how much in Indian rupees? It will be more than 5 crore rupees. This is only for server. So overall cost of a computer network can be 7 crore, 8 crore, 10 crores. Is it easy for any person to spend that much money on day one just to build a computer network? And suppose you have spent that much money, is there any guarantee that the business will run successfully? If the business is running successfully, then it is well and good. But what if the business is not running successfully? What about the money you have spent on the devices? Most of the money will be wasted. So there is huge loss. But coming to these data centers, Amazon data centers, what they say, pay as you go or pay as you use. Like for example, you need 100 servers. You are paying money only for how many servers? 100 servers. For some reason, the company is in loss. The business is not running perfectly. Now you want to reduce your servers from 100 to only 40. Now you are paying money for how much money? You are paying money only for this 40 servers. Remaining 60 servers, you have terminated. Remaining 60 servers, you have deleted. So once you terminate the server or once you delete the server, you're not paying money for that server. But coming to our physical infrastructure, friend, if you are using 100 servers, you have to maintain 100 servers. If you are using only, let's say, 40 servers out of 100, you are using only 40. But what about remaining 60 servers? The remaining 60 servers are still part of your network. They are still available somewhere here. They're completely wasted. They're occupying a lot of space here. Okay, they're completely wasted. Can you resell them? Of course, we can resell them. But how much you will get? You will not get even 50% of your money. So see, there is a huge loss here. But coming to cloud, there is no need to worry about the hardware. You need 100 servers, pay for 100 servers and use. Or use 100 servers, then pay, whatever. And suppose the company, the business is running very well. Now, instead of 100 servers, you need 40 more servers. That is totally 140 servers. How many servers you need? You need totally 140 servers. So when you need 140 servers, you need to add 40 more servers, right? Let us go with a general scenario. 40 servers means you have to go to market. You have to purchase 40 physical servers. Then it will come to your company. It will take some days. Then you have to install the operating system. Then you have to connect them. Then you have to maintain. So it will take around week or more than week to add 40 servers into the business. But in cloud computing, what we can do, friends, within next 3 to 4 minutes, I'm saying within next 3 to 4 minutes, we can add 40 servers. Just like next finish anyway. We can add 40 servers. So within next 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or even 5 minutes, the 40 servers are ready for us. The 40 servers we can use. So there is no problem here, right? This is such a beautiful concept, isn't it? There are two ways in which we can maintain our computer networks. One is everything will be maintained at our location. Everything will maintain at our location. And one more thing is everything can be maintained at some other location. So which one is better? Maintaining the data centers. I'll ask you a very simple question. I hope I'll get an answer here. Maintaining your data centers at your physical location. This is the data center at your physical location. You can see all these things. Is it easy for you to maintain, or is it easy for you to manage? Or running your applications at some other data center? Some other data center can be like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, whatever company. Running your applications at some other data center is better. What you think, friends? Which one is better for you? Website is a website, whether it is running on your server or whether it is running at some other server. Website is a website. But the main issue is the maintaining of hardware, bringing the hardware, purchasing the hardware. Which one is better? Exactly, BV. I'm not sure what is your full name, brother, but it is BV here. So yeah. So maintaining our websites or running our websites as some other data center is much more better and much more easier compared to our local data center, right? So this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Cloud compute. Why the terminology cloud is used? The clouds actually, you can see clouds on the sky, right? It is not with us. It is at some other place. So cloud computing means our servers are running at some other data center. So if you need more servers, we can increase servers easily. If you need less servers, we can decrease servers easily. And how much we are using, that much we can pay. And on day one, we are not spending lakhs of dollars. With zero money, we can start our business. With zero money, a company can start the business. They can run the servers and they can run the application. So later on, how much you use, that much you can pay, and things will be fine. Okay, this is a question I'll get every time. There is a question from Srinivas Rao. The question is, what about security of our apps on someone's data centers? Security is always a very huge thing, right? If I say everything is secure, then I am completely wrong. I'll just, share my experience. I have experience on Windows servers, Linux servers. I'm just sharing my experience here. I have experience on network side. That is, CCNA, CCNP, and I have even did CCIE. Okay. Then I have experience on virtualization. What is virtualization? That we will see in next session. That is on Monday. Okay, virtualization. Then I have experience. I know security actually. If I say experience, I will be incorrect. It will be incorrect actually. Security means I know about firewalls. Okay, to learn cloud computing, you should have basic knowledge of most of the things. So I will cover most of the things in coming classes. But as of now, security means firewalls, and there are different ways of security. So from my 12, 13, 14 years of experience on different technologies, different platforms, if I say your physical data center is completely secure, I'm 100% wrong. And if I say your cloud network is completely secure, again, I am 100% wrong. Security is one thing that is not 100% anywhere in any network. But I can say one thing. There is more security in cloud compared to local data center. I think this sounds much better. What I'm saying, there is more security in cloud compared to local data center. I'll ask you a very simple question again. Suppose imagine you have, like say, 10 million rupees, whatever. There are two options. You can keep 10 million rupees in your house, or you can keep 10 million rupees in a bank. Tell me which one is more secure, keeping money in house or keeping money in bank? Of course, it is bank, right? I'm getting answers from most of you. They are saying banks. Exactly. But if I say bank is completely safe, is it true? Of course, no. No one can say like bank. When you keep money in bank, it is completely secure. No. But when you compare the security with a banking security and your security in your house, banking people, they have like much better security, right? But still, no one can say a particular bank is 100% safe and 100% secure. There are many cases in past where the bank is completely, vanished. They just ran away with the money. There are many cases like this. Just take this example and compare the security with your cloud. So security over the cloud is much better compared to security within the network. So there are some ways in which we can provide security over the cloud. There are many ways. So what are the ways that we need to learn? There are, some topics available in our AWS, in our course, where we will see how we can provide much security. Okay, the same things, the question here is, like, how can we trust them? They will not misuse my app data. There might be confidential data stored by my. See here, whenever you order something over the internet, they are asking you to enter the phone number and all those things. Is it secure? No. Your Gmails and Yahoo mails, is it secure? No. You put some information, your whatever IDs you have, is it secure? No. So nothing is secure, but they have an option there called authentication. What is it? I just encryption. You can encrypt your data. So when you encrypt your data, it is more secure. Okay. So encryption option is there. We can encrypt our data and we can keep the data there. But again, like I said, if you say like, okay, the data is confidential, can we trust them? 100% no. We cannot trust them. But now see here. If I say a company like NASA or an organization like NASA, if I say a company like Netflix, or if I say, FBI, like, in India, we have CBI, FBI is there somewhere in USA. These are some of the companies, they have kept their data over the cloud. Many banking people, they have kept their data over the cloud. So now just imagine if these people can keep their data over the cloud, especially FBI, NASA, and some banking sector, what about any XYZ company? Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is, there is more security in cloud compared to local data center. That is the one thing. And the second thing here is it 100% secure? No. So if you want to keep your data secure, then you have to encrypt your data. You have to encrypt your data. Just take this example of the money that you keep in house and bag. The same example you can take. But the bottom line here is, see, I have experience on network for many years, friends. I have done many things in my career, starting from Windows to like network to security, all those things. So from my experience, I can say from today, for rest of your life, if someone says, okay, this is completely secure, that means they are 100% lying. WhatsApp, whenever we use the WhatsApp, we say like, okay, the data is encrypted from end to end. That is what you'll get, right? But is it encrypted, my friend? Is it completely secure? No, we are simply trusting the WhatsApp. But is it completely secure? No. In past, we have seen many cases where, someone can easily get back the chat. Someone can easily get back our WhatsApp information there. Okay. But compared to the local data center, cloud data center are keeping our services over the cloud, or keeping our data over the cloud, or running our applications over the cloud is much better compared to the local data center. So how we can provide better security over the data center, that is what we will see when we go with the concepts in cloud. There are some concepts related to security there. Then we can see how we can provide better security. Okay, my friends. So I hope you understood what is this cloud computing now. I hope the concept is a bit clear. We have just seen the, the meaning of webinar is actually just to make sure it is like a discussion session. It is not, we are not discussing anything technically here. Those things we will see from Monday. Before I proceed, I just want to say you one thing, the timings and all those things. Our class will start from Monday. at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. 9 p.m. means evening 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. will be the demo class. On that day, we will see more about cloud and we will see more details of cloud and all those things. I have not yet covered each and everything here. I just try to explain you what is cloud. I hope the concept is clear about cloud. So these are the things we have to see in coming classes. All these things we will go in more details in our next class, that is on Monday. Couple of classes will be like demo classes. You can attend these 2 classes before you can think of joining the class. If you're comfortable with me, if you're able to understand what I'm trying to explain you, then you can think of joining this course. But as of now, this is just a webinar and we have like 2 more sessions which are available for you. You can come there and you can join this. And coming to me, like I said, I have around 13 years of experience on different platforms. Not 13 actually, it's more than 14 anyway. So starting from Windows servers to Linux servers, networks, virtualization. Virtualization is a big thing that we need to see. Firewalls and all those things. So all these things will come into like cloud computing at some point. So I have added basics of Windows servers, Linux servers, networks, virtualization in our curriculum. What is the curriculum? What things we are going to learn in this course? All these things we will see when we go with the demo classes. Right now, this is not the time to see what we are going to learn. Okay. So if you have any other questions, any other doubts, I am available for you. Feel free to ask your questions. Chat box is open. Not only today, the chat box will be open till the end of our course. The advantage of learning a course or attending a course with a trainer is you can clear your doubts. Instead of just, watching some recorded classes here and there, recorded classes, you cannot ask your doubts. You cannot clear your doubts, right? So this is the advantage. So the classes will start from Monday at 9 p.m. That is the first demo class. And what advantages we have? We have each and every class as recorded class. Each and every class will be recorded. Starting 2 classes, 3 classes will be available on YouTube. DURGASOFT has the YouTube channel, so there it is available. After that, the classes will be only shared with the people who have registered themselves. Okay, I'll just show you one example here. Okay, I think I have deleted everything here. Yeah, but anyhow, classes will be shared. Classes will be shared with you. So starting to 2-3 classes will be available on YouTube. Later on, it will be directly shared with you on the Google Drive. So recorded classes will be there. And I'll share some documents that are related to our cloud concepts. Okay. Then I will share some interview questions and answers. Okay. And every day you have the option of clearing all your doubts. Okay, so these are some of the advantages you have in attending classes online with a trainer. Now it's up to you, friends, if there is anything else. Okay, there is a very good question here from Lassia Sai. So after this course, what certification can able to do? Certifications, again, I'll discuss more about certification in coming classes, but as of now, there is a certificate called AWS Solution Architect. This is certification. Okay, we'll come to the certifications and all those things in coming classes, but as of now, you can go with the AWS Solution Architect certification. Coming to placement, for placements and any other thing, you can just do one thing, my friend. You can just make a call on this number. I'm not the person to answer this question. I'll share the number of the DURGASOFT management. So hopefully they will help you in this regard. 9246 21 21 43. This is the phone number of DURGASOFT. This is the phone number as well as WhatsApp number. So you can contact them and hopefully they will be in a better position to answer these questions. If you want to ask me anything regarding course, the curriculum or the what exactly we are learning, what is the scope of cloud computing, I'll be more than happy to assist you. I'll be more than happy to help you in this regard. But coming to this placements, I'm not the person who can answer this. Okay, but first of all, I hope you understood the concept of cloud computing. It was just a very small introduction about cloud computing. I hope you understood how the networks are built over the years. This is the data center we have. So this is the way the networks are built over the years, and these are the ways the applications are run over the years in our data centers. So just to reduce the burden of the data centers within our location, we have to go with the cloud. So the cloud people can manage each and everything on our behalf, and we can simply run the application and we can run our business smoothly. So how to access the data centers which are there in cloud, how to create our account, how to run a server, how to host the application. We will see each and everything in more details in our coming classes. I'll show you a website actually, so that you can access the website from your computer also. Just for practical purpose, you will see all those things. So there are many things we have in cloud. There are many things we need to learn in cloud. But like I said, as of now, this is not the time to discuss all these things. When you come for the demo classes, again, demo classes, couple of classes, like I said, you will be like free. You can attend couple of classes, then you can go with then you can decide. Okay, what about duration of this course? Actually, cloud computing will take around 1 month only. But you know what I have done, my friend? I have just added many topics in it. So the duration will be 45 days. Because, before we learn anything, you have to go with, you should have some knowledge of servers. I have added servers and Linux basics. You should know some concept of network like IP address, protocol, port numbers, and all those things. I have added all these things here. You should know the concept of virtualization. So we have like a couple of classes for virtualization. Then obviously security will be there. I have experience on most of the things except security. I have hands-on experience on each and everything. Actually, security also I have experience because, in CCNA, there are many concepts that are related to security. So cloud computing will look much more easier for us if you know the basics of all these things. So I have added each and everything here. Okay. And this is a number actually. Let's see, this is a number where you can contact. Okay. So the course will be like 45 days and fee will be 5,000 Indian rupees, which includes everything. Recorded classes, documents, question answer sessions, whatever we have, everything will be included in this. I'll discuss the course curriculum and all those things in more details in coming classes. But before we go to course curriculum, you should know what is cloud computing first of all, right? If I say like we'll be learning a topic called VPC, if I say we'll be learning a topic called IAM, if I say you'll be learning a topic called EC2, there is no use if I say all these things because you don't know what is cloud first of all. So we'll see all these things in coming classes. Okay, there is a question from one of our friends. At present, I am working on testing. I want to move to cloud. Will this be helpful? This is the start of your cloud hurry. If you want to move into cloud, if you want to start a career in cloud, this is the place where you need to start. This is the first step for your cloud computing career. Then there are many options available in cloud computing. Also, there are many levels. You can go with DevOps or you can go with like architect level. There are many other things available within cloud. But if you want to learn something about cloud computing, you are from any XYZ background, it doesn't matter. This is a course that you should learn. And to learn this course, you should have some basics of all these things. See, I have a lot of stuff about this virtualization networks. I have trained people on Linux, Windows Server, CCNA, virtualization. I have trained people on these technologies, but we are not learning everything. If you want to learn each and everything, it may take 6 months actually. So what I have done here is whatever is needed for cloud, I have added those things. So it will take around 2 weeks for us to learn the basics. But I'm not saying like first 2 weeks we'll spend on basics and we will go with cloud computing. No. Like for example, there is a topic called EC2. When you learn EC2, you should know something about servers. So there we will go about server, then we'll go with the EC2. There is a topic called VPC. To learn VPC, you should know about IP address and networks. So before we go with VPC, we'll go with IP address and network. So before every major topic of cloud, there are certain things we need to learn. So those things I have added here. So again, if you are from any XYZ background, the course that we have designed here, the course that is available here, this is the course you should start learning. This is the course from where you can start your career in cloud computing. So I have taken the concepts out of cloud also, like Windows, Linux, virtualization, because this 8 days, 10 days, extra days will help you a lot in understanding cloud computing. See, my friend, no one is here to make a career for like 1 year or 6 months or 4 months, right? Anyone here who you can say like, okay, I learn cloud computing and by the year 2023, I will retire. No one is here, right? You're trying to make a career for next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So if you want to be in networking, if you want to be in this cloud computing concept for next 10, 15, 20 years, then this is the course from where you should start your career. This is the course from where you should start your learning. So whatever you need to learn cloud, everything we have added here, everything I have added here with some extra things. Like I said, your cloud will take only 30 to 32 days. But why I have added extra 15 days or 12 days for this? Okay. I'm still available for you. This session is done actually. I'm still available for you for next 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Question answer sessions in every class will be like huge advantage for everyone. I know very well like where exactly we are moving, and if one question from one person will be useful for each and everyone. So please, whenever you are coming for any session from Monday or for whatever sessions, please take this question answer session seriously. So by the time we end our class, the class every day is actually for 60 minutes, but I will go with like 70 minutes. You know, every day those 10 minutes, like 12 minutes extra time will be only for question answers. If you're not asking question answers, you are paying this much money. First of all, that is wasted. And if you're coming for like 40, 45 days, that is also wasted. So please try to use me as much as possible. Just try to clear each and every doubt that is possible. I'm not saying like I can do everything. No one can say like they know everything. Majority of questions I can clear at that time only, because like I said, you have experience on different platforms. But in case if there is something which I am also not aware, I'll just take a day, I'll just go through the documents and I'll come with the answer for you next day. But most of the things I will clear at that time only. Yeah, Rameshwar, anything you wanna say?
No.
Okay, I saw your, okay, fine. So the session is done for today, friends. I hope you understood what is cloud computing, from where we came and where we are right now. And like I said, this particular PPT that I have seen here, I'll explain you this in more details on Monday. Saurav, syllabus, can I go on Monday or Tuesday, please? Because before I go to the syllabus, I have to take you through many things. See, there is a virtualization concept. Okay, there is this concept, then there is a cloud computing. I have to take you through many more things before I go to the syllabus. So I'm very sorry for not sharing the syllabus as of now, but Monday or Tuesday, once we are done with once I covered all the basics of cloud, then I'll go with the syllabus. Then only you will be in a better position to understand the syllabus. Syllabus is already ready, but still there is a huge reason why I'm not sharing syllabus with you. No, tomorrow there is no class. The next class will be on Monday. This is the AWS syllabus actually. So the next class will be on Monday at 9 p.m. There is no class tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. So the next class will be on Monday at 9 p.m. Just remember this, it is not AM, it is PM. This class is in evening, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So if anyone is joining this session from some other country, so according to your timings, you should set the timings for this session. It is 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And coming to this session, my friend, this session will be uploaded on YouTube within like, 10, 15 minutes. or maybe like 1 minute, 1 hour maybe. You can say this is the YouTube DurgaSoft channel. You can just go to this YouTube DurgaSoft channel and you can go through this class again. It is not at 9 a.m. It is at 9 p.m. I have another class at morning 8:30 a.m. So if anyone is not comfortable with this time, next week I'll be starting a class at maybe morning 7 a.m. or evening 7 p.m. So this will be from next Monday, hopefully not tomorrow Monday, the next week Monday. 7 a.m., 9 a.m. I already have a class. Actually, 8:30 class is here for me that I have already started like 15 days before. So for next month, I'm not available at that time. So if you're not comfortable at 9 p.m. for some reason, hopefully next class will be either at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. Most probably 7 a.m. And coming to AWS curriculum, what we are learning, I got this question from many people. Very sorry for this. I'm not sharing as of now. But once you go to the demo sessions, there we will see about course curriculum and all those things. This 7 a.m. batch will start hopefully from 16th of May. Okay, friends, thanks a lot for joining this session. Thanks a lot for coming and very good luck for you. Very good luck for your careers, whatever you're planning to do. And in case if you're planning to go with cloud computing, DevOps and all those things, this is the first course that you have to do. This is the place from where you should begin your career. We'll be starting from the basics, very scratch, very basics up to the advanced level. We'll try to learn here. So after completing this course, you can go for the examination. How to go for examination, that also I'll share you with you in coming classes. You'll be eligible to face any interview anywhere and will be more than ready to do practical work in the real scenario. This much you will gain in next 45 days. So the classes will start from Monday 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, evening 9 p.m. Okay. So if you have any doubts, any questions, you can come with these doubts and questions on Monday. So as of now, I'll be here only for like 30 more seconds. So if you have anything else to say, we will see, or else we can stop this session for now. Okay, fine. So I guess there are no more questions here. Thanks again for joining. See you on Monday at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Take care, guys. Bye.